Everyone, I am back and now I'm going to be making a video about the Caro-Kann Defense. These are tips for white and black on how to play the Caro-Kann, and this is a beautiful opening for chess, and I hope you'll start playing the Caro-Kann Defense. So, let's start.
Okay, let's see.
It begins with the move pawn to e4. This is a really usual move played by white and in the c6. And the main way to play is d4, d5. Many people do tend to play something like knight f3. All of knight f3, you just go d5, d takes, c takes, d4. And then these moves are equal trades of material. Black, you need to always go d5. It's really good to play d5 for black, as that's the main point of the Caro-Kann defense. Then white usually has to take, then just takes back, and you go d4. In this case, because the knight is here, you can try go c4 and maybe try and change it to a kind of queen's gambit, I don't know if you've heard of that. Well, anyways, so after e4 c6, I showed you that now if a person plays bishop c4, if you're white, don't play this. It's a mistake. It's not a good move. And when you're black, you just push, e takes, e takes. There's bishop check. You can go bishop d7 and maybe knight take, bishop takes, knight take. And black is better because you're gonna get the center. You just lost the bishop, and I can go there. So that's not good for white, and it's really good for black. So let's now actually look at real openings. E4, C6, D4, D5. This is how you must always play the Caro-Kann with the pawn on D4, and black you must play pawn D5 back. So most likely the main line is to go knight C3 defending the pawn, and black must take to take away the center. Knight takes back, you develop the bishop attacking the knight, knight attacks bishop, you move your bishop, and then white usually can just put knight f3 here, although another cheeky move is to go h4. This move by white is good as you're planning to trap the bishop. Look, so if you play knight d7, I trap the bishop and it's gone. So black, you meant to play h6, so now h5 go there, and now the bishop's safe. You cannot really attack it. If bishop d3, you just take. So I guess you can go knight f3, develop, and yeah, this is just a normal position, nothing crazy. Ideas for white after the main line to go c4, maybe try trade this. Just castle and develop your pieces. Black, you can go e6, bishop e7, knight d7, knight b6. Maybe try go a5, a4, play on the queen side. So it's a pretty much equal position. It's brilliant for both sides to play. So that was the main line of the Caro-Kann. E4, C6, D4, D5. Another line played by many people is another famous one, the advanced variation. The advanced variation is like when you push the pawn declining technically. So a move can be C5, which is actually a good move, but I don't like it much. Even though you take go E6 and then there's something like knight F3 and you take. It isn't a bad position, like you can still play with both sides, but I don't like c5. I like to play something like main line of the advance, which is bishop to f5. I like bishop f5 so that, let's say, knight d2, I guess, and maybe e6 is knight b3. White is also good for white, and black can also do the same thing. So yeah, it's good for both sides to play that. And maybe, yeah, bishop e2, I guess, and then f6, you want to get rid of this pawn. Maybe try weaken the pawn, that's ideas for black. So then knight f3, queen c7, putting pressure on the pawn. Then you defend back white, bishop f4. So it's a pretty decent position for both sides. You can take, and then just play on something like c5 for black. This is good for black, but it's defendable for white. You can see the evaluation bar. So yeah, that was the advanced variation, also a famous line to play. So now another moves for white could be e4, c6, d4, d5, and there's something which is not a great line. It's called the fantasy variation. f3, trying to get the center. So if you take, which is what black must do, you must always take towards the center. F takes back, and then it seems like white is completely better because of the center. Although black has the move e5. E5 is a great move because if you take, then no, you don't take here. You go queen h4 and you're gonna win this. And probably you're gonna be better and maybe win the game. So that's the move for black, the counterplay. White needs to play knight f3, defending this and attacking this and also defending this. That's the only good move. Bishop g4 by black, putting pressure. Then c3, and you can see takes, and you would take here. Don't take back with the queen. It loses a pawn. Just take back with the pawn. Everything's completely fine. Queen h4, I guess, but you just go king d2. You might think, nah, black is winning, but like, it is not developing. White has the center, can go bishop g2, and we can easily defend this. So let's say king f2, then king c3. Your king is completely fine. I promise you, you can go and look this up on the engine. It's completely fine. So that was the fantasy variation of the Caro-Kann defense. I hope you're liking it so far. So another line I wanted to show you: e4, c6, d4, d5, the main moves of the Caro-Kann. Knight c3, black needs to take because of the main line. Another move is f3. White, I don't want you to play this. This is like a kind of trap. So black, if you ever come across f3, you just take, as you're winning a pawn. Knight takes back. And then you go like something like bishop g4, I guess isn't a bad move. Although I'd say knight f6, I want to show you the trap. So white goes bishop c4, attacking here, and then one thing that black has to play, you need to play this to defend it, e6, and you're completely winning. Mistakes that black does is knight f6. Now white is completely winning because of knight e5. Knight e5 is a brilliant move. It doesn't hang your queen because look, if you take here, it's checkmate in one move. So yeah, that is the point of it. And you're also attacking the bishop. So the bishop has to come back, defend. But then you just takes back, bishop g5. And you can see the evaluation bar. And white has a completely better position, can castle. It will eventually bring the queen in and attack. Like it's completely better for white. So black, remember to disallow knight e4, play e6. Wait, not now. Yeah, here, e6. Then you completely win it. So one trap which I think Vishwanathan Anand has fell for, it is the trap of going e4, c6, d4, d5. White, do not play this. It's not a good move. Bishop d3. Like, you guys know main principles. You develop knights before bishops. Okay? Bishop e3 is not a good move. Black needs to just, as normal, take and take back, go knight f6, and you're better. Mistakes which people have done is when knight f6 here, thinking you're putting pressure, but that's bad because white has e5, striking in the center, kind of like an advanced variation, and has to go back to d7. But now the problem is black gets hit with the move e6. E6 is an excellent move because look, if you take, a blunder is made by many people, queen h5, sack the queen, and this is checkmate, believe it or not. Which is why instead of taking, you have to go knight to f6. It is still bad because like that, but just remember, don't play knight f6 on this move. It's not a good move. Just take back, knight f6, like bishop f3, I don't know, g6, let's say knight e2, bishop e7 is castle. You're completely better black, so those are actually mostly all the lines in the Caro-Kann defense. I don't think I missed anything. So I really hope you like this opening. It's a famous opening. You just need to remember why to go e4, d4 against it, and black. Just remember c6 and d5 the main move, and always take towards the center. You need a kind of idea of this, and white like an idea of this, I guess. Bishop d3, c4, d4, something like that. So those are the tips for white and black. I hope you liked Caro-Kann Defense. You can keep watching it again and keep memorizing. Maybe you'll like it and eventually win more chess games with the Caro-Kann Defense. This is actually a really good opening, and many grandmasters play it. It's been played a lot often. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.